shout out goes out to our current channel members. If you were interested in picking up a channel membership for as little as $1.99 a month, head over to my channel profile and hit the join button to view all of the available perks. Thanks! Hey there everyone, and welcome to the channel here today for a brand new video. I really do appreciate you for checking this one out. So then, what am I going to be discussing today? Well, I am once again going to be talking about what could be considered a slightly more general themed topic, but it does also tie in very heavily to the upcoming Ninjago season we could be expecting this year, hopefully in the coming months. But we are not going to be discussing the Ninjago season itself, but a major aspect of this season, that being the villains. Now, while absolutely none of what we're about to get into is necessarily confirmed, just for the sake of going with the flow with today's video, we're going to be almost assuming that the Time Twins will be returning. Again though, nothing is confirmed, but that is what we're going to be going over today. But what about them, though? Well, let's just get straight into that. The Time Twins are a very strange case, as they were around many seasons ago now, back in Season 7, or otherwise known as The Hands of Time, which released back in 2017. They brought in a very unique theme of time to the show, and also had very big tie-ins with Ninjago's history. Their ending was even more unique and interesting though, as their conclusion was completely left on a cliffhanger, and we, the fans, were left to predict and guess what happened to them next. They were supposedly lost in time, and we really just have no idea what ever happened to them since. But since then, people have absolutely clamoured for some update on this, and have really just desperately wanted to see their return, so that they could find out what happens to them next, as, again, as I say, it never really felt like we got a smoothed over, proper conclusion to the Time Twins story. And surprisingly, in their case, in particular here, I think that a return fits them absolutely perfectly, which is very strange, because usually Ninjago villain returns feel, well, very forced, and it's almost like it's done for complete fan service purposes, and it doesn't really feel like it has much substance to it, and that has been the case for a pretty long while now when it comes to Ninjago. But with the Time Twins, I actually think they desperately need a return, which is insane to say for Ninjago, as usually Ninjago villains, right, I want them to return, but ultimately I want them to return literally just because I like their character, and there's not really much else to it. But with the Time Twins, I think that they actually, like, theoretically need a return to basically just give them another shot, as they were cool in Season 7. They had a really cool concept and theme about them. At the same time, though, I think that things missed the mark in terms of their character, which isn't really their own fault. I think it's just a fault of Season 7 overall, as a lot of stuff was quite messed up back then. But still, I think that if they brought them back, there is a lot of potential for potential growth with their character, and they could be way better than what they were in Season 7. I think there's a really cool, almost untouched concept to be explored with them, and bringing them back, even just in 2023 in this next season, could be an ideal idea. But there's also one downside to it, which I have made another video on in the past, and that's just the fact that with this new series, it would be better to have a new villain instead of a returning villain. But just in general in the future, I think that a Time Twins return should definitely be something to consider. And a return, again, could just help them flesh out even more, and could give them a good, finalised conclusion when it comes to the actual finale of this upcoming season. I just think it would be absolutely ideal for them to return. And again, it's just a very unique case, as with a lot of Ninjago villains, their return is only really wanted and is actually done for fan service reasons. There's not that much logical explanation behind it, other than the fact that fans want their favourite villain to return. I'm obviously very guilty of this myself, but with the Time Twins, realistically, from a more technical standpoint, if you want to say that, I think their return makes a lot of sense, and yeah, it's only a matter of time before that happens. Pun absolutely intended there, but yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for me here. Be sure to drop all of your own thoughts and opinions on this down below in the comments, though. I'd love to hear your own thoughts regarding this. If you did enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like on it, subscribe for more, and hit that notification bell so that you can be the first to watch my new videos whenever I do first release them. With all of this being said, I will see you all very soon for my next one. Goodbye.